Now, we all know about Z moves in Pokemon Sun and Moon. Pretty much you get a massive nuke added onto one of your moves that increases the base power substantially, and there are even exclusive Z moves depending on the Pokemon, but there are some drawbacks. You do have to hold a Z Crystal, so there goes your item slot right there, and you only get one per battle. So that kind of spices things up quite a bit right there. Now, the interesting thing is that you can also Z move status moves for extra effect, and that is what this video is going to be about. Now, I am more of a setup battler, so this is where I start getting really excited, that if you go for a Z move on a status move, it augments that move and adds even more to it. So Bulk Up gives you +1 attack, +1 defense, and then another +1 attack. So this is kind of where it gets interesting. How much weight are you putting into that Z move? Because you're giving up an item, and you only get to do this once per battle just for an extra +1 attack. But in some cases, like you're looking at the laser focus, alright, so you Z move the laser focus. That's going to boost your attack, and that makes your next move crit, and that gives you more freedom than a Z move, but then that next attack is definitely going to make the opponent faint because you're at a +1 and then you're doing that bonus damage, ignores defense. It is going to be an insane hit right there, so could work out. And then we can see like modifications go up to 2-3 stages. But then we can look at moves like Mirror Move. Mirror Move might actually really be worth it because you gain +2 on your attack, but then you also get to copy a move of your choice, kind of. Then Double Battle, you can target an ally and then copy their move. Now you have that +2 attack to be working with. Or if you have a really good read on your opponent, Z move the Mirror Move, gain +2 attack, see where that goes. But Splash, +3 attack on that Splash. Did Game Freak forget that like Magikarp isn't the only Splash Pokemon? Or that we're also dealing with some other really crazy stuff? Gyarados. You just evolve Magikarp, and now you have a Gyarados with Splash. So instead of Dragon Dance, you can Z move your Splash for a +3 in the attack. Now, that isn't going to give you the speed of a Dragon Dance, but it kind of shows you some of the weird things. That you set up a Tailwind into an insanely boosted Gyarados, or another Pokemon with Splash, or something like that. So maybe that's where the balance is. Instead of no effect, they just say, do not Z move this ever. There we go. Aromatherapy, user, yo. Okay. Those are some crazy ones. Belly drop. No! That's the no right there. That is the no right there. No. Oh. Wow. Who needs Citrus Berry Belly Drum? Z-Move Belly Drum will be the best thing ever. That's hype. That's hype. That's hype. Like, I would imagine that you use the move first and then the effect applies. Now, even if it did restore your hit points to 100%, then applied the Belly Drum, that is still really broken, because that means you have the ultimate safety. If your opponent outspeeds you, your Belly Drum is happening. If you're, yeah, like, that's how it works. Your Belly Drum is happening with the Z move. Wow! Psych Up restores users to 100%. So that means you steal a lot of stats, and then okay, this is where the Stockpile heals user to 100%. There's my baby. There's the stock. Oh, Snorlax is now more broken than ever. So you stockpile, and then you Z-move stockpile. So instead of resting, you now actually gain 50% defenses, and then go back to, who needs Chesto Resto when you Z-move stockpile? There it is! The Psych Up! The Belly Drum! That's good! That's good. Memento Imparting Shot restores replacement hit points to 100%. So that's awesome right there. Destiny Bond becomes... No! Destiny Bond becomes the center of attention. Wow. Curse restores users 100%. No! This is where all the broken stuff is, at the bottom of the paste bin. Wow. Oh, wow. I'm speechless now. Destiny Bond, use Destiny Bond in a double battle and you Z-move it. The opponent is certainly going to die because they have to hit you. There's no dancing around that. Curse. You gain defense, attack, and then 100% of your health. Imagine Ferrothorn. Imagine anything. Again, you only get once per battle, but I don't think it matters when you're getting full health all at one time. Like, say, okay, say you get knocked down to 25%. You're a slow Pokemon, you've used 1-2 curses already. Alright, I'm going to go out and throw down the curse. Well, that means you're effectively getting 12 turns of a leftovers in 1 turn, and that's going to give you more stats on top of it. This trumps leftovers, trumps Citrus Berry every day of the week if you use it wisely. Wow, okay, so pretty much what I'm going to do here is I'm going to skip to the end of this list, and then I'm going to like start the video at some random point here, and now I can go back through all the boring parts, because it's boring out there. Like, there's some interesting stuff, but this is where the Z moves are absolutely terrifying. Aqua Ring, we have some other defensive things, so you're running block. You can block in the opponent, gain defense off your Z move. Map block can work out. So as we can see, most of these are probably not going to be used or be very useful, but it's kind of interesting that like Game Freak went through all of the status moves and like kind of sorted out. Hey, I can boost. Okay, this actually might be useful. Like a toxic stalling Pokemon, you Z move the toxic. Kind of a weird thing, but if you're going for Toxic Stall and you get free defense out of it, a lot of Pokemon might make some good use out of that, which would be pretty cool. The Confuse Ray, so you confuse your opponent, they have a 1-3 chance of hitting themselves now with the Confuse Ray nerf, but you do get a free special attack. I mean, I feel like this might actually be stats to Pokemon that don't normally get it, so there is some creativity here that you just might not expect. Like, it is, I would say, an underwhelming level of play because you are giving up the item and all these other things that I keep bringing up. These caveats do make it kind of interesting, but I mean, yeah, what if that Pokemon, it doesn't have any kind of special attack boosting, so Confuse Rays as like a speedy ghost type Pokemon or speedy kind of Pokemon like that, and now you're actually gaining special attack and you have KO potential on the following turns, and you're getting free confusion on top of it. If you weren't, like, I think this might be an option. That if Z moves don't really interest you too much, or your team doesn't like worry about having that Z move nuke, you can maybe use it to kind of gain in that kind of way. Gear up, gravity, so all these other things could also be pretty solid. You know, just double boosting on yourself could be pretty cool. Teeter Dance, gain special attack, confuse the opponents. Heal Block, Psycho Shift, stuff like that could be really... Oh, wait. Yo, Psycho Shift. Okay, that's scary. Oh, okay. What you do is you pass your status onto the opponent, and then you gain +2 special attack. So, I mean, there are some ways that it can be very useful like that. Soak, I don't see being... Okay, so I think this might actually have to be something that I deconstruct over time, just to make sure I find every little thing about it. Guys, if you see any kind of crazy potential in, like, a move combo on a Z move, please comment it down below. But yeah, this is, like, really interesting right now. Cosmic Power. Use Cosmic Power, you get +2 special defense, +1 defense. Crafty Shield does work, so it's kind of weird how, you know, we don't think about using these moves most of the time, but you could still charge them up. Charge gives you +2 special defense instead. Confide, lower special attack, gain special defense, so even more boosting. I mean, Confide. We think Murkrow, so Eviolite Murkrow gets that Prankster, confides the opponent, but it also gains its own special defense in return. Did we see the Feather Dance? Control, Feather, Dance, yeah, defense up. So you do gain the defense up on something like that. I like these ideas. I like where this could go, and there's also so many status moves to scroll through. So, yeah, like you Feather Dance, and then you gain defense on the Murkrow. So you can really, I think you can snowball with something like this. And again, looking for Pokemon that normally wouldn't have an opportunity to status boost like that. I'm waiting for the speed. I can't wait to see where speed goes. Thunder Wave, you boost your own special defense. +2. Aromatic Mist. So yeah, it is the Aromatisse exclusive move. I thought it like raised an ally's special defense. So you target an ally, they gain 1 special defense, and then you can gain 2 off of just doing that from that Captivate. Oh, Magic Coat? No. Okay, that's broken. That is broken right there, because I've seen some crazy Magic Coat combos. So I guess you get the successful Magic Coat, and then you go +2 special defense. Powder, I don't see it being super useful, but that's something. And then, like, yeah, use Hypnosis. Gain speed, lock on. Oh no. No, 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 no. No, Game Freak. You do not do this. You do not do this. Because what this means is that you lock on, you boost it as Smeargle, and now you gain speed, and then you Sheer Cold the next turn, and then everything dies. You do go with the Focus Sash, so maybe I might have overreacted, but no. Don't do that. Power Split, Power Swap, Quash, that's mostly a Prankster thing. Hail, so you set up Electric Terrain, so you use Hail and then you gain speed on top of it. I mean, those kind of setting things could boost really well. I mean, what are you going to do? If you're running Hail, that means you're going to have like an Icy Rock, or you could just Z-move instead, and now you have speed. And then now you have a speed Pokemon that can throw out a massive blizzard in that hail. Could work. Safeguard is going to be speed as well. Sing, skill swap. Skill swap with the speed. I mean, skill swap is already scary enough, so you use skill swap. You give yourself an awesome ability, or you give an awesome ability away, and then you gain speed on top of it. I honestly think that, yeah, these speed ones are to look out for. Yawn, Ally Switch, Me First, Recycle, Trick, of course. And I'm still going to gain more speed off of that. That's fair. Copycat gain, oh, Evasion. Do we have any really cool ones? Smokescreen, Sand Attack, Magnet Rise, Lucky Chant, Kinesis, Flash, Detect, Camouflage. Okay, that's fair. I was about to say, if you could boost like a defense or some kind of stat like that and then also gain evasion, that's just a little too dumb on the accuracy. Not, Trick Room. Trick Room accuracy boost into Hypnosis. Like, Trick Room Hypnosis, Z-move potential right there. Where was the Calm Mind? I don't think I saw Calm Mind. Reset user stats. Okay, so we didn't get there yet. That's interesting. Why do we have all these stat reset? Whoa, okay. So it seems like it does the opposite effect in some situations. Yeah, Acid Armor is going to reset. Is it before or after? Because if it resets after, then that's kind of really dumb. Or, like, okay. So Acupressure, boost critical hit ratio. Cool. Heart Swap, Sleep Talk, Tailwind. Maybe on some of those. Coil, Calm Mind. So yeah, it looks like all the really busted ones kind of got... Aww. There's the minimize. Darn. Like, if you could minimize and get a +3, I would Z-move that all day long. Morning Sun, so healing moves. Alright, so unless that really means that your reset or like the Z-move effect comes before the move applies, and that really doesn't change anything except for Belly Drum. And now that I'm thinking about it, I think Belly Drum would actually be better if you heal to full and then Belly Drum, because then that means no matter what you're doing, your Belly Drum is happening, because there's that chance if you're a slower Pokemon, you take 60% of your health, which means then you don't get to Belly Drum. Or even like those really massive hits. If you're Citrus Berry, that means you can't take any more than 75, and that'll still happen. You can still find those scenarios when you take just too much damage and you cannot Belly Drum after. So if the Z-move effect applies first, I think that actually makes a lot more sense, and then that does give you those little bit of extra combos, extra stats on top of it. That's pretty cool. So the Belly Drum, I'm just thinking about that, yeah, like no matter what happens, you go up to full, Belly Drum, now you're at 50%, and your opponent already damaged you. So if you unburden after that, like Slurpuff does, you get you're at 50% and you have more speed and more attack and then more damage than your opponent. I think that makes it just more reliable and better overall. If you have a faster Pokemon, you know, you go into the Azumarill, that priority off of the Aqua Jet is still really nice. You know where you stand with that. So if it applied after, I think that'd be really weird. So understanding more about the Z moves from stuff like that, and if it does reset your stats beforehand, I think that it actually works out pretty cool, because yeah, now you can come in, say you took an Intimidate, well, you clear that Intimidate, you clear whatever status they went for, and then you go for the boost, and then you stay on top of those pluses. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, because we look at Nasty Plot, Swords Dance, Quiver Dance, these are the big sweeping moves, so this does give it usage. Alright, now I understand right there, and since I already cut from earlier in the video because stupid things about healing off the Belly Drum and whatnot, and healing off of those moves, and the Destiny Bond make you center of attention. We already talked about that by this point, even though this video is madly edited right now. So I think that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. The Z moves are so... Oh, this is gonna be exciting. Like, it's not even about nuking that... I was wondering, when I first saw Z moves, I said, do these work for status? And then how does that work? Do you damage in status or what? But adding an extra layer to it, like I said, we need to look for those combos. Like, oh, this Pokemon has no other way of boosting its speed unless you do a Z move weird thing, and now it actually sweeps. This meta is going to take forever to understand. There's like, okay, Z moves, Mega Stone, Z Crystals, status moves, exclusive Z moves, every Z move doing different damage depending on the base move that it uses. There's so much cool stuff going on right now, and we're going to be eventually getting into that once the game is released. So if you guys enjoyed the video, hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.